So we are ready for action. Terrific crowd. Joey has turned up today. Magnificent.
That is so good. Really, really good stuff from people in Newcastle and the Hunter. Look at the crowd. You have up to 12,000, 14,000 people there. Got their own following in Newcastle. And this is what we need. We need the fans to turn out. We need more eyeballs watching on TV. We need these girls to be fully professional and then watch the game go through the roof. But yeah, really proud of the NRLW Knights girls. They've really played well.
A spot at a core stadium next week on NRL and NRLW Grand Final Day awaits the winner. Semi-final day getting underway for the NRLW with two great clashes. And right now it's the Knights against the Broncos. Broncos with first use of the football. It's a strong charge from Brianna Clark to get us underway, and she's still making metres. That is a good run to set a tone early.
Hey, Sean, up now. Wait.
Brill to dummy half. Denman to Lefele.
Taylor off the ball. Way back. Wait.
Redabon in the tackle, along with Southwell for the Knights. Teitzel, her first touch. Just short of the halfway line, halfway through this opening set. Denman, that's a good tackle down low. Who else but Hannah Southwell? Brill, Brigginshaw, a fourth tackle kick. And that's well done. Balance and poise underneath that one from Upton.
A strong start from the Broncos. They won the toss and elected to receive. The Knights kicking off, they're running into, there's a breeze coming from the north, so they're running into the breeze. That kick early from Brigginshaw, she's just wanting to use it, test out Upton, see if they can find any chinks in that armour, but not with that run.
Gallagher playing it. Now Johnston. This is good stuff now from the Knights. Well into Broncos territory. Higgins to Southwell to Predabon. Predabon running at Broughton, but down low. Gray with the tackle for Brisbane. Higgins to Southwell with a kick on the last. Maddock takes it, and then that is a great chase from Parker, who takes her. Robinson.
You spoke before that previous set, Salty, the tackle from Hannah Southwell. She is an axe.
Werner. Tackle Clydesdale. Brill. Got that quad heavily strapped. Trained freely later in the week. Brigginshaw, that's straight down the throat of Upton. Denman leading the chase, along with Gray and Brill for Brisbane, and a penalty here for the Knights.
It's a good piggyback for the Knights. Even though the game's only had sort of 3 sets in it, you just feel to start off with, the Knights have been able to dig into those corners, get some nice defence up in the face of the Broncos, and now they win themselves a penalty. Good run, Predabon.
Taylor Predabon, a premiership winner with the Knights and with the Roosters. Quite a few of those that did the double last year with the delayed 2021 season played at the beginning of 2022. Won a competition with the Roosters, then won a comp with the Knights. Higgins at dummy half's one of them. Now Southwell to Upton to Parker.
Now this is a battle to keep an eye on today. Shanice Parker v Mele Hufanga in the centres out there. That is going to be a ripper as this game continues.
Southwell, the Newcastle chant ringing around McDonald Jones Stadium. Jessie Southwell well covered by Julia Robinson, and that's a pretty decent kick return as well. Gets out of that pocket down the corner. Szolka playing it on her own 20. Now Werner. Brigginshaw to dummy half. They go down a blindside. Teitzel, well read by the Knights defence. Clydesdale and Predabon. Oh, an early error. Lafelle puts it down. The Knights have got it.
First error of the game. That'll be a big one. Field position to Newcastle.
Southwell. Now Johnston looking to wind up. Lafelle and Clark in the tackle for Brisbane. Higgins to dummy half. Roach. Clydesdale. Brigginshaw shut that down quickly.
That was a good read.
Now Higgins out of dummy half. And he's just short.
No, she gets there.
Oh, she got it. No, she got it.
The second effort, Salty.
She did. She kept the arm off the ground, reached out and scored the opening try to the Knights. That's a terrific effort.
It's the most dangerous spot to attack from. Any quick play of the ball. The dummy half's just got to get out and take off. Harvey Norman replay. Watch the second effort here. The drive. Lunges forward. Gets tackled here, but watch the second lunge. Drives there and gets the ball right down on the line. Great start by the Knights.
Fantastic. Off the back of an error as well, but what also added to that, Caitlin Johnston has a run. They don't put her on the ground. That means the next play is a very quick play the ball. And Liv Higgins, who has been fantastic out of 9 all season for the Knights, comes up with another smart little hooker play.
Was it last week? Jess Southwell came off with the cork's thigh, and Sheridan Gallagher, she kicked.
Yes.
She was in the Young Matildas.
Yes.
Nailing it from everywhere.
Yeah.
Jess has pulled rank, but
They liked it in the Knights coach's box. Jessie Southwell converts.
Stay on.
6-0 the Knights. And Olivia Higgins with the early try. Great effort out of dummy half.
How about the Newcastle chant that went up after that error?
oh, it's so good.
Oh,
Johnston winding up the kickoff return. Look at some of Johnston's runs early. Been terrific for the Knights, laying a platform.
Destiny move. Stay up square.
Parker playing it. Jessie Southwell, Predabon.
Well, last weekend when they played the Tigers, late in the game, down the left side, Jess Southwell, Tamika Upton combined down the left side. Tamika now with the ball. Combining with Yasmin Clydesdale. Those three, they get together on the left side. It's danger. Here goes Clydesdale now.
Great run from Clydesdale.
Last one now. Way back.
And a quick play the ball. Higgins to Roach. Southwell, Denman up quickly. Put some pressure on Jessie Southwell, who gets a kick away. Robinson now for Brisbane. Leg drive from Julia Robinson.
yeah, there was some really good kick pressure from Mariah Denman through the middle there. They just knew where that pass was going, and unfortunately here the Knights give away the penalty for being inside the 10. So she took that high line and tried to force Southwell back on the inside. But we can just see here that Broncos willing to tap, just run through the middle.
Place on. Up against space. All the way here. Wait.
Denman playing it, one of Brisbane's most consistent players throughout this campaign. Now Gray,
Jesse, no more.
player of the series in this year's Origin. Lafelle, the former New Zealand Rugby Union international, playing the ball 30 away. This is Brisbane's best opportunity of the game. Clark makes her way to the 20.
And Caitlin Johnson went in and did not miss. Big shot.
Brigginshaw, players in motion. Sazolka can't get away from Abigail Roach.
They just played that
Both
one a
Roaches.
little too early there, and that's why they were able to slide off the Knights. This is a nice kick, though.
Oh, Upton read it beautifully. And then they forced her back. They held her up and forced her back. That's strong defence, and it's going to be a dropout. That's a big play from Brisbane.
They're discussing challenging this, the Knights, but
Stay on.
no, sanity prevails. This is the contact you were talking about, Joey.
Stay on.
Sanity, a rugby league field. I've never heard that. I've heard insanity every game. Oh, big tackle.
Okay, run up now.
Jasmine Strange in there along with Abigail Roach on Romy Teitzel. Now Lafelle. 10 away, centre field. Brill the dummy half. Brisbane looking for the quick hit back after conceding. Oh, they won't get it because they put it down, and then Layson Elbert-Jones is away. What a run. Turning defence into attack after the Clark error.
Oh, look at this charge. And the crowd getting behind their home side.
Roach on the halfway line, playing the ball to Upton. Goes to Jessie Southwell. Dummy to Gallagher. Wrapped up by Gray and Brill. Higgins. Gallagher.
Mariah, stand up.
Broughton in the tackle along with Denman. Southwell. Predabon. Stands in the tackle.
Release. Square up.
Hannah Southwell, short ball, Johnston.
offload.
Oh, what an offload, Upton! Beats one, can't get away from Brill, passes to Hannah Southwell. Brilliant, absolutely outstanding rugby league from the Knights. The crowd erupts, the Knights extend their lead.
This is beautiful football. Tackle one, because of the error down on their own try line by the Broncos, tackle one was on halfway. And that was through their outside backs, got through some great work. LaShawn Albert-Jones did brilliantly. On the Harvey Norman replay, you can see her just looking for a little bit of help there, but she gets a good quick play of the ball, and then there's nice work from the outside backs. But this ability here for the offload, Caitlin Johnston and Tamika Upton, I agree with you, Joey. She is out the premier player in our game at the moment. She comes up with another offload as well. Great push support here from the Knights.
First try of the year for Hannah Southwell. Tamika Upton, the way she pushed herself up in that space, and the offload from Caitlin Johnson. And then the try, and watching Jessie Southwell when she screams, those iconic images, I just love that. I've seen her a few times last year scoring tries, and she was screaming with her arms out. But they're on fire, the Knights, flying.
Just want to remind everyone that player on screen, Jessie Southwell, still 18 years of age.
Well, it's a big, big match for Jess up against Ali Brigginshaw.
She converts.
Watch it, Tasman. Stay on.
What a start for the Knights. Strange getting the bouncing ball from the kickoff back to the 20.
Wait. Play on.
Just a bit of momentum there. Look at those celebrations.
Wait. Stay square. Wait.
Great stuff. Now Upton. Fele making the tackle. Caitlin Johnston playing the ball for the Knights. Hannah Southwell to Predabon. Broughton is there, Gray as well. Higgins to dummy half. Last play for Newcastle. Jessie Southwell with a kick downfield. Ash Werner allows it to bounce. Now Werner. Oh, big hit. It's the two Roaches. Abigail and Georgia. Thank you very much. Julia Robinson hit hard by Predabon and Higgins. Brill. Denman, that pass questionable. Play on, says Belinda Sharp. Lefele. Backing off a little bit there.
Well, she was called out by the ref there, Salty.
Brigginshaw with a kick. Upton with the take. And then good chase from Teitzel and Sazolka.
Yeah, she did well to maintain that space, Predabon, without getting involved in the tackle, because that would be a definite coach killer, giving away a penalty on last tackle like that.
Gallagher.
Okay, Ali, up now. Here, another step.
Brigginshaw and Clark wrapping up the Knights winger. Parker. Gail Broughton trying to one-on-one steal. Southwell. Lacey and Albert Jones on the halfway line. Last play for the Knights. Jessie Southwell under pressure, puts up a midfield bomb. And the bounce goes backwards. The Knights will be wrapped up, and not a bad result here for Brisbane. They'll get the ball pretty much on the halfway line.
He got caught in the sideline on the last play there. Jessie Southwell had to manufacture a kick. She was standing, big tackle there. That might have been a high shot.
Yeah, I think she did collect
Had to kick on the left-hand side of the ruck for a right footer. It's always really difficult. And her ankles got all messed up. We'll like a replay of that tackle. That was right under the chin.
Brill to Brigginshaw. Here it is. Oh, yeah, whack.
Sorry,
Right
not
on
under
it.
the chin,
On it.
on the nose.
They cut out Teitzel, go to Sazolka. Well read by the Knights defence. Strange and Roach there. Teitzel out of dummy half. Brigginshaw. Now Fongavini on the field for Brisbane.
Once again, the technique, Hannah Southwell cutting in half.
Strange, brilliant. Upton. Fongavini and Denman there for Brisbane. Gallagher. And the feature of her game, the yardage she can make, and you very rarely see this happen. So you force back. Kayla Romanak about to come onto the field for the Knights. Saw her with the interchange card. In fact, she has just come onto the field. And we've got the three in the white headgear. Georgia Roach back in the team, kicking the England international. Oh, Werner's knocked that on, or knocked that back rather. The Knights have got it.
And that way. First Broncos.
They're going to rule it a Broncos knock on, a double knock on, and it'll be a Knights feed.
Well, it was very, very close. On first watch, I thought that the Knights defender may have laid a hand on her before she actually caught the ball. No, just going for the footy. And fresh legs on the field. Kayla Romanak picks it up. So far, this game has been decided with the 2 errors for the Broncos. That's the third. And each time, the Knights have been able to transition into really good attack and score points off the back of it.
Terrific platform again here for the Knights. Higgins Albert Jones. Good run. 15 away. Romanak. Great footwork. Gets to within 3 metres of the line. The Newcastle chant again. As Southwell gets over the line, they'll hold her up and bring it out to the 10.
We haven't seen that left side attack yet. Clydesdale and Tamika Upton.
Come on. Go for.
Upton, Clydesdale.
Oh, listening.
Right on cue. There goes Tamika with a rubber kick. Here they come.
Oh,
Johnston
she got there.
Caitlin Johnston. What a try.
Well, we often speak about the gun players, the flashy players for the Knights in Tamika Upton, Jess Southwell. But for me, Caitlin Johnston has been probably their best this year. Sets it up with some big charges. Harvey Norman replay, watch this. This epitomises Caitlin Johnston. Just never gives up on the chase and gets there somehow. Made plenty of hit-ups already in the game and then made 7 tackles. But look at the determination to get there, just wanted it more. Great try.
I love the way Caitlin Johnston plays. She's all heart, she's all effort, and she has an excellent skill base. She's got a huge engine too, and she started off the year in second row for them, has moved back into the middle where she would normally play through Origin. And she's just so skillful for such a big body. Looks like they're checking this put down. But yet again, a third error from the Broncos, straight into points for the Knights. And this one has been confirmed. Good. The right hand looked like it had downward pressure.
First try of the year for Caitlin Johnston. And Jessie Southwell makes it 18-0.
Stay on.
18 points to 0. All the Knights early. Great run from Romanak. Fongavini in there for Brisbane.
One of Curry's finest. Father won numerous premierships for the Curry Bulldogs in the early 90s. He was a tough back rower.
Nice shot there from Ali Brigginshaw.
Robbie, Chelsea, together.
Maynard on the field for the Knights. Now Higgins, Upton, Albert Jones. Broughton and Hufanga wrap her up. Just inside Brisbane territory. Maynard to Higgins, Romanak. Lenarduzzi and Fongavini in the tackle for Brisbane. So Chelsea Lenarduzzi coming on the field. Lation Albert Jones. Strong run again. And they're building again here, the Knights. Higgins inside Brisbane's 20 they go on the last. Maynard, Jessie Southwell. Wrapped up, and that'll be a turnover.
Yeah, that's that right foot. She loves that right foot step close to the line. She was appealing for a high shot. The initial right foot step, I think someone flung an arm out. We haven't seen Tufanga at all today. That left side attack for Broncos have had no field position. Gal Broughton and Tufanga on that left side. Tufanga.
Lenarduzzi.
Olivia, off the ball. Wait. Milking, wait.
Lavinia Gould, Denman. Brigginshaw, Teitzel.
Go, Georgia.
Two tackles left here for Brisbane, just short of the halfway line. They've got plenty of points in them, but this Knights defence has been sensational. Fongavini poking a nose through, but a good tackle down low from Johnston. Now Brigginshaw hoists that one high. It's a floating kick. They're going to let it bounce. And Strange has to get back there. Will she get back in the field of play? She does. But now they're working the ball off their own line, Newcastle.
Well, she did well there, Jasmine Strange. The Broncos were coming, they were right on a hammer, and she managed to take a wide arc around behind the posts. As that bouncing ball, we've seen it a couple of times today, cause some issues. But another piggyback penalty out of trouble here. I think this missed tackles and the error rate is really what Scott Prince will be worried about in this first 20-odd minutes. And last week, in a full 70-minute game, they only missed 22 tackles. So far, in 23 minutes of football this week, they've already missed 19.
Well, the Knights are perfect at the moment. 12 from 12 completion rates. This penalty count.
Now, after two epic preliminary final games, the stage is set for the NRL Grand Final showdown, but today it's now time to decide who will battle it out for the 2023 NRLW Grand Final. The four remaining teams, Real Glory is calling, but only two teams can progress to the biggest day of the season. The second release of tickets to the NRL and NRLW Grand Final go on sale to the public on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Secure your seats at nrl.com/tickets. Romanak, Southwell, Mason Albert Jones. Last play for the Knights. Jessie Southwell, Maddock did well, but now she's going to be forced back in goal. A dropout coming. What about the touch of Jessie Southwell?
Manhandled. It's picked up and thrown back into the in goal.
And also really smart too, Joey, because she was looking to shape open with that pass, but identified that the two people in the tackle was the second rower and the half from that side. So they had a middle flipped there.
Short.
Oh, look at the hands.
How was that? There's a Westpac red zone. You see the Knights. A lot more field position. 10 play the balls. Oh, the force the offload.
Now Hufunga tries to wind up. They needed that error, Brisbane. Robinson, that's sharp work from marker by Parker. Fongavini. By Maynard and Romanak. Higgins there also. Denman. Gould the dummy half. Lenarduzzi. Nice little offload. Gould to Maddock with a fend. Brigginshaw. Looking on tackle 4 again. Gallagher. Fongavini and Gray leading the chase along with Denman. Parker standing in the tackle of Brigginshaw. Now Upton. Short ball, Strange.
That was just class from Tamika Upton.
Oh, Clydesdale. Good run. Brigginshaw up to the task along with Teitzel. Higgins on the bounce, Upton. Last play. Jessie Southwell, plenty of time there. Puts up a kick for Gallagher. And Parker's got it and scores the try.
Was it a Falcon?
Okay.
There's a lot to check
Matty.
here.
They put the kettle
Coming
on.
into tackle 6.
Listen.
We have no try. Confirm there's a knock-on in the contest from Newcastle, please.
Is Casey, she in the bunker? Because she has one look.
The right
No,
side
it's
kick
Matt
chase from
Noyan
Newcastle
today.
onside.
Now the hand goes up of Gallagher. Yeah, it hits her hand and goes forward.
The ball comes off the right hand of the Newcastle player. The ball comes off the right hand of the Newcastle player and goes forward for a knock-on. We have a decision.
10 by 10.
Tell you what though, Jessie Southwell had an age to put
Play
that
the ball
kick up
here.
too.
Thank you. Play the ball.
Just the
last
pressure the
tackle.
Knights have been able to bring to bear on the Broncos in this first half. The line speed is starting to suffer off the back of it.
Come on. Go.
They've made around 40 more tackles. Just a bit under the Broncos, the petrol teams, especially the forwards. They're going to the interchange, the Bronx.
Brianna Clark, it was about to come back on for Brisbane.
Coming, Yasmin.
Goulds.
Georgia, straight away now.
Maynard down low. Georgia Roach over the top. Then Adutsi.
Kayla, let go.
2 tackles left in the set.
Lydia.
Brigginshaw. Cut out pass. Werner. Roach and Strange with the tackle. Last play here for Brisbane. Brigginshaw. Another tester here for Upton. And she's put it down. Gould can't handle.
First off, Newcastle.
But a big opportunity coming for Brisbane. They'll get a scrum feed.
Really good kick chase through the middle there, Mariah Denman. Brigginshaw put the kick up, gave it enough height so that she could let her players get down there and contest this.
Come over here.
She's got a jump wrong there.
Just got climbed on her at the
A
last
little
minute.
bit too early.
Georgia.
Brisbane go to Malay Hufunga early. No, they go to the other side of the field. And it's Sasolka!
look at
Shanae Sasolka with a much-needed try for Brisbane.
Well, straight off the scrum. Set play. They even foxed you. You thought they were going to go out to Melo Hufunga on the left, who is so devastating this close to the line because of her power game. But this is just brilliance. Gets out nice and wide, uses her footwork. A miscommunication or a misread in defence and someone slips over and look at that. Oh, it's Clydesdale. Sizolka just takes full advantage.
That was just too easy, wasn't it? You see in the background there, Yasmin Clydesdale, disappointed, but lost a footing. They need to hit back the Broncos. They needed the next to score next. A bit of confidence going into half-time. It's on the back of that error from the bomb. Just watch the right foot step here. Looks like it's going to the outside of Clydesdale. Bang, straightens off that right foot.
Played 4 tests for the Gillaroos, has Shanae Sizolka from Toowoomba in Queensland. Hallie Brigginshaw, leading point scorer for the season. And off the upright, no goal.
Just under 4.5 minutes remaining in his first half. Is the Knights 18 to lead the Broncos 4.
A much-needed 4-pointer for Brisbane, and it really turns this next 4.5-minute period before the half-time break into an important one in the context of the game.
Rima, let go now.
They can go back-to-back, Brisbane. They'll all of a sudden feel very good about themselves at half-time. And certainly on the flip side, won't want to concede. Gould to Denman, Broughton, Gray, great tackle. Lation Albert-Jones on Tasman Gray. Broughton. Gail Broughton with a dummy, gets through. Broughton has split them. She's got plenty of support. Hufanga to Robinson. Good tackle, Parker. Broncos surging. Broughton. Plays the ball on the last. Lenarduzzi. Oh, with a late offload. The play isn't dead. It is now. Gould has stopped.
Yeah, Gal Broughton down the short side. That was classic short side play.
Leave it there.
Got the ball, looked in, held the defence, and then went right foot on the outside. That was absolute classic short side play. Players like Jim Demick, Jason Smith, in years gone by, they played short sides. That was absolute carbon copy. Look in, hold the defence, show and go. Beautiful to watch.
She's such a good halves pair for Ali Brigginshaw. She's got such a good running game. She's a different type of threat for the Broncos. We're just watching this late offload, but there's a concern here for LaShawn
I thought it was
Albert-Jones.
a head clash. No, she gets the leg caught under
Yeah.
there. It's on Tamika Upton. I understand she grew up with Harry Grant up in Rockhampton.
Yep.
And Harry's mum coached her. Is that correct?
There you go. Yeah.
So I do.
Great research.
Brother Bruno, see, I did do homework.
You've been in the books all morning prior to the footy show. Unbelievable.
The bad books.
Telstra is the proud naming rights partner of the NRL Telstra Women's Premiership. This is footy country. Upton, Southwell, Albert-Jones, what about a pass? Denman was there, and then gets an offload away to Maynard. What about the ball movement? Brilliant. Romanak, not held, tried to get up, and Brigginshaw finishes off the tackle. Last play. Roach, kicking. Maddock would take, and there's the Knights chase. Penalty Brisbane.
Georgia.
Inside the 10.
2 minutes to go. I'll get a set of 6 here. Gal Broughton. Brigginshaw can get out of the left side with Gal Broughton, which then brings Hufanga into play. Didn't see much of that left side. We saw that short side investigation a couple of sets ago. Want to be on here, the Knights.
Sazolka with the tap.
Georgia, move! Come on, Rima.
Brisbane with an opportunity late in the half. Gould, Brigginshaw, drifting across field, linking up with Broughton. On the bounce, Hufanga, great hands, goes to Maddock. And that's a great hit. You heard that one in the effects mic from Parker. Clark. 1 minute left before the break. Gould. Oh, almost an intercept. How did Gray hang on to that?
Let go now!
Tackle 4. Gould. Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw goes to Broughton. Broughton dummy to Teitzel. Tackled by Clydesdale. It's the last. Gould. Lenarduzzi will be caught on the last, and that'll be a handover.
It's twice now when the Broncos have got into this field position, they've hit a front rower on the last tackle. Twice, 2 sets in a row.
It's a great tackle there from Maynard. Shanita, if you're in a change, she's someone to come on, try to change the tempo. Maynard out a dummy half, her first touch. about 10 minutes ago was lightning in the dummy half. That was a great tackle.
And that ends a terrific half of football, dominated by the Knights early. Brisbane clawing their way back into the contest late in the half. And at the break, in the first NRLW semi-final, it's the Knights 18 leading the Broncos 4. Just smile there on Caitlin Johnston's face. 18-4 in front, still plenty of work to do. Tamika Upton, so many telling touches in that first half. Brisbane will kick off. 14 points down. The Knights, the minor premiers, are they on the way to a second consecutive grand final? Clark gets the second half started. Reema Butler starting the second half.
Well, she came on with a few minutes left in the first half, and it's the first time we've seen her for about 5 weeks. She had a thumb injury that kept her out. She had a really good start to NRLW for the Knights, plenty of impact, so off the bench, impact will be exactly what she's going for.
Lacey Albert-Jones, good contact there by Denman. Funga down low. Upton, short ball, Clydesdale. A telling tackle by Gould had to be made. Maynard, Upton. Tackle by Teitzel and Gould. Last play. Jesse Southwell. Good take by Maddock. Australian touch football representative of the Broncos. Fullback is Sazolka, looking dangerous. Now Brigginshaw down a short side. Sazolka. 3 dummy half runs and they're well into Knights territory. Lenarduzzi. That's a strong run from Chelsea. Lenarduzzi almost gets to the 20. Last play. Broughton. Out the back they go. Maddock, Ufunga. Good hands, Robinson. Julia Robinson keeps it alive. Hayley Maddock spills it when she tried to get a pass away. And this will be a turnover.
Well, they created some space down that edge, but then you just see the Newcastle Knights defence swarm. As soon as that offload looked to come back on the inside, they just swarmed back onto Maddock there to shut that threat down. But there's been some nice little short side plays from the Bronx to start the second half.
Roach.
Athletic, Roach.
From Auckland, sister of Nathaniel Roach. Ooh. Clydesdale. It's up straight away. Southwell. That's a lovely kick. Down into the corner. That kick is a beauty. Julia Robinson does well. And actually does really well.
A great kick, but poor chase there from the Knights, and then great ball return by Robinson, which gets a penalty for the Broncos. That's a big, big moment of the game there. Spoke about the breeze in the first half. That north breeze that flies through the ground from that angle. And watch this run, makes it up. And poor kick chase.
Gray for Brisbane. Gould's been really good coming out of dummy half. since she came on the field. Now Clark. Broughton. Gail Broughton, lovely footwork, can't offend. Couldn't find Hayley Maddock. Gould, 2 tackles left here. Lavinia Gould goes to Julia Robinson. Robinson, wrapped up by Upton. Last play, Lavinia Gould, Ali Brigginshaw, Brianna Clark, Denman, Lenarduzzi, and she is just short.
It was a great tackle here from Abigail Roach. Came all the way in from the left centre. They challenging here.
Got tackle 6 on field. Got a challenge from the Broncos. They claim the ball was touched.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The ball is
Yes.
touched by the Newcastle
finger.
player after it is passed. This resets the tackle count back to 0.
That's a good
The
challenge.
challenge by Brisbane is successful.
That wasn't from the front row, was it?
Well,
am I
Ellie
the
was
mark here?
close.
You see the post? Yep, okay, so it's tackle 0. Wait for me.
You know what, Tamika Upton came up with 3 incredible tackles in that set of 6. Their goal line defence will be very, very heavily tested here, the Knights.
Wait.
Denman playing it. Gould, Lenarduzzi. Chelsea Lenarduzzi gets one back for Brisbane. She's fired up. So are the Broncos, and it is game on.
Well, it's a similar setup to what they were looking to do to promote the football on the last tackle in the previous set of 6. Lenarduzzi standing a little bit wider. The middle defence really compressed under the posts here. And there's some space. You can see out wide. You see where the second rower is, standing on that post, that far post. That's what creates the space. That's when you know, as a 9, that there is space out wide. As soon as you see the second rower in that tight, the Harvey Norman replay shows us beautifully. You can see how pumped Lenarduzzi is to start this half. This is a good start to the half for the Broncos.
The captain's challenge. That was the key. Well, the Knights have got to keep playing. They can't go back in their shell and try to protect this lead.
The determination of Chelsea Lenarduzzi. Fired up for a big NRLW campaign after missing Origin selection. Now Ali Brigginshaw converts.
Stay on here. Stay on side. Stay on.
18-10. It was 18-0. The Broncos working their way back into the contest.
Let up, Yasmin.
We've been talking about the atmosphere here at McDonald Jones Stadium. The official crowd figure is a record for a standalone NRLW fixture, 12,689. Brilliant crowd, great atmosphere.
Oh, I knew they'd turn out, Newcastle Knights fans. They'd turn out to this game, and I'm sure there's a lot of Broncos fans that have travelled for this one too. Oh! Big error there coming out of yardage. Gail Broughton just was thinking about what she was going to do before she actually had hold of the football. Just spying up. The previous time she got the ball in this position, she spied that a middle was a bit lazy to get into a defender. And she just stepped back on the inside, created a lot of space there. So she's probably thinking the same thing.
So the Knights to feed the scrum. Upton. Dragged down by Maddock. Teitzel in there as well. Roach. Romanak. Solid tackle there. The initial contact from Gray. Southwell. Through the dummy. Tackled on Brisbane's 20. Halfway through the set.
Westpac red zone. The Broncos just in front. Ball.
Oh, what about that? The hands to Romanak and a good tackle. Ali Brigginshaw, right place there for the Broncos at the right time. Teitzel up very quickly on Roach. Shut down that play. Last tackle here for the Knights. Upton down the short side. She loves attacking there and she gets there. Tamika Upton with a vital try for the Knights.
3 attackers, 3 defenders. And Tamika Upton just wanted it more. Must be really strong. She gets into contact and always gets away through. Harvey Norman replay. Ball in 2 hands. One-on-one challenge and just too strong. What a player.
Well, that previous play where there was that interchange of passing through the middles, we spoke about how Brigginshaw did so well to shut that down with the tackle, but she's usually defending at 3-person, so the 3rd defender out from the right there. And what that meant was her making a tackle in between the posts like that. They actually had to flip 2 middles to that short side to try and shut it down. And because their leg speed is not the same as the outside backs there, it creates that little bit of disconnect. And that is exactly what Tamika Upton looks for when she looks to attack down a short side like that. Very smart play.
Ball movement here is terrific amongst the Knights forwards. Look at the crowd.
Don't they love it?
It's a big kick coming up here.
Southwell to take it beyond 2 converted tries. What a kick. The Knights out to a 14-point lead, 24 points to 10. The short kick-off, and Roach does well. Joey, the goal kicking of Jessie Southwell, I know you've done some work with her. Is she a natural kicker of the ball? Has she worked hard at it?
Salty, she's pretty natural at everything. The area where she's really worked hard is general play kicking, which you've seen improved out of sight. But the goal kick, I haven't really seen a goal kick much, but it just looks so natural. Got great rhythm. It's effortless. Oh, good footy.
Parker, great play from the Knights.
It is pure footy to watch. It is so entertaining. No wrestling. Fast, open footy. Just on that break then, you saw a picture of a father with his 2 daughters, young daughters. This is what it's all about, inspiring the next generation. Big tackle.
Timed that one well.
Oh, she had to. Well, we saw what Julia Robinson did when she got the ball with a broken line in front of her. You've got to get up in her face.
A bit better than Selwyn Cobbo last night. His timing wasn't that good, the first tackle.
He went for the tackle on Thursday. Ash Werner. Now Brisbane, and they rally again. Lenarduzzi, great tackle. Hannah Southwell, but quick play the ball. Gould, it's the last. Brigginshaw was calling for the ball, gets a kick away. Upton, beautifully positioned. And tackled by Maddock and Denman. Strange. Wrapped up on the halfway line. And a sloppy play the ball.
You kicked it
She
forward.
tried to get up quickly here and push her advantage, but
No captain's challenge.
Very
They must have the no winger rule.
No wingers. Get back out on your wing.
Let's work in on the clock. Georgia, keep looking for us on the 10. Okay, arms over.
Brisbane with an opportunity.
Run in, Olivia. Head in. Oh, God. Right.
Broughton goes to Hufanga. Good defence. Wrapping up Melee Hufanga.
Caitlin, let up. Yeah, Hannah. Wait. Oh.
Gould to dummy half. Clark. Stands in the tackle. Brianna Clark playing it. Brigginshaw. Maddock. Hayley Maddock threatening. They'd love a hit back here, the Broncos. Brigginshaw throwing dummies. Now going to Broughton. That pass in behind them. Robinson's got it. And Julia Robinson. Smart work from the winger. Didn't run around any of those Broncos players in front of her. Now Brigginshaw to Teitzel. Romy Teitzel gets a pass away, and that's well read by Clydesdale on Sazolka. Southwell there as well. Last play. Brigginshaw. Rubber kick. Maynard's there and does really well, Nita Maynard.
yeah, Ali was steaming after her own kick there, and she just ducked underneath the tackle. She did very well to get herself back out. Some better line speed here from the Bronx and some solid contact.
Bree, stand up. Wait.
Tackle 3, still inside their 20, and
There's a
Sheridan
crusher
Gallagher.
tackle here.
Let's see if there's anything untoward here from
Player.
Clark.
Ali. Bree's on report. Crusher.
On report,
Bree.
Brianna
It's gonna
Clark.
be a penalty, Crusher. Penalty.
It'll be a penalty going the way of the Knights.
I hate those as well when you get your head caught like that and you start getting pins and needles go down your leg.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Thumbs up from the trainer.
It's always a good sign.
Stay on.
Brianna Clark on report. Jessie Southwell finds touch.
Wait for it. 2 feet here. Wait, Gale.
Tina
Wait,
Turner
wait,
there
wait.
with What's Love Got to Do with It, and Ruan Sims, I noticed off mic doing some singing of her own.
I'm here for Tina.
Together.
Love Tina.
But Tina the Musical is part of NRLW and NRL Grand Final Day entertainment next Sunday at Accor Stadium. 16 hours of continuous coverage on 9 next week, starting with the Today Show right through to the NRL Grand Final, like the NRLW Grand Final, the State Cup as well. Sports Sunday, the Sunday Footy Show, everyone's there, all hands on deck.
I'm tired already.
Now, Maynard keeps it alive. This is good play from the Knights. You can hear the Newcastle chant going up.
Maynard has been excellent at a dummy half.
We'll have to go on her own again, but we wrapped up on the last. Just got word through, Joey, you're opening up for the for the Today Show next week, and
Yeah,
then on
me-
until the last segment after the presentations
Me
as
and
well.
Carl together. Wouldn't that be a hit? A hit
More
for-
impressive if you can do it Monday morning as
A
well.
hit for all the complaints. That'd be nice. Me and Carlos. You be watching, Carl? He always sends me through some tips.
Zolka for Brisbane. Oh, there were so many questions. I'll just leave them.
The monkeys were running wild in my head then. Fleeing each other.
Brigginshaw. Teitzel. Does well to hold on to the ball again. There, Romy Teitzel in traffic. Good tackle from Strange. Last play. Brigginshaw. Trying to somehow kick away from Upton, but that's hard to do because Tamika Upton read it so well, stays alive. Brill makes the tackle.
Well, last night, watching Reece Walsh live, it was like watching a video game, how fast he is. Tamika Upton's the same. Makes everyone look like they're standing still. Look at the balance and the speed. All those rare players. When you talk about speed, once again, same as Reece Walsh, they've got footy speed where they can gain pace when they swerve and step.
Control. You just fell
It's
over.
a great trait to have.
You've got to have balance and control when you play it, though.
In change from Newcastle Knights, back to Southline.
Error here from the Knights.
Yeah, another play the ball error from the Knights. Just as they're about to get themselves into good field position. And you're seeing there Tamika Upton. As we watch that replay, you can just see why she has so many line breaks throughout the season in the game today.
What an athlete Tamika Upton is. Hufanga, the power of Melo Hufanga. Get out of my way, she says, leaving roadkill behind her. Still going, Melo Hufanga. Eventually they stop her.
She is a weapon.
Clark. Brisbane need a hit back. Lefele. Good tackle, Clydesdale down low. Brill. Brigginshaw. Teitzel goes to Sasolka. Strange does well.
That was a great tackle.
Lefele. Oh, still going. The strength from Lefele. Last play, Brisbane. Destiny Brill. Brill collared high and a penalty.
Clydesdale just got herself stuck in a weird position there. She's trying to put some pressure on Destiny Brill.
They tap and go here, Brisbane.
Nita, get out of there now. Wait.
Clark. Wrapped up. Options both sides here for Brill. Goes to Broughton. Broughton short to Gray. They won't go away, the Broncos. Tasman Gray is in and it's game on again.
Well, this is what I've been wanting to see out of the Broncos this game. They haven't really used Tasman Gray that much on that left edge. And we see her throughout Origin and throughout all this season. She's a very powerful line runner. You can see Maddock out the back and Hufanga, the strength of Hufanga gets the winger and the centre really interested in what she's doing. And then they hit that lead and Tasman Gray on the Harvey Norman replay, one-on-one with a half. That's exactly what you want your second rowers doing.
Yeah, Jessie Southwell there isolated, just did not have her feet in a position for a strong tackle. Jess had her legs in a position where there was no drive off the back foot. And just one-on-one there, Gray goes over the top. Watch your feet. One of the feet have to be up close, and the other one back, driving in, getting some drive from the back foot. Look, both feet together. You got no drive, no power in your hips and your legs there. People talk about defence. A lot of it's about footwork and timing.
Holly Brigginshaw. Waved away, no goal. So it's still the Knights in front by 10. Coming up straight after this game, we're off to Allianz Stadium for the second NRLW semi-final. The Roosters, Millie Boyle is back up against the Titans. The tenacious Titans.
Keely Davis is back for the Tricolours as well. definitely bolsters their stocks through the middle. I think that is going to be a really good game coming up next. I think the Titans can just get them into a bit of a dogfight. They'll push them all the way.
Now Lafelle had some of her runs in this second stint. Denman, oh, look at that. Hannah Southwell.
Again.
You don't even need to look at the number, you just know that it's her. Brill. Destiny Brill. Strong run out of dummy half. Still going. And gets an offload. Hayley Maddock, Lafelle. Oh, good shot. That's Predabon. Broughton. Bufunga. Foster says, go away, Shanice Parker. Now finds Julia Robinson. Last play here for Brisbane. Broughton, Brigginshaw, kicking, and Gallagher, oh, Strange it is who takes that one well.
Really well there to stay in.
Look at this intensity pickup now from the Broncos.
12.5 minutes remaining. 10-point lead for the Knights. Predabon gets it out to the 20 on tackle 4. They need another strong charge here, the Knights. Southwell to Higgins. This is better, although that's another good tackle. Romy Teitzel coming in. They'll be kicking from inside their own 30 here on the last. Newcastle. Roach.
Good kick.
And it is not going to go into touch. For a moment there, thought it was going to be a 40-30. Oh, look at that. Clydesdale and Roach. She thought she was back on a bobsled there, Werner.
I think she'd be more terrified if she's going backwards on a bobsled. Goodness me. Just this kick was so close to being perfect.
Struck it beautifully. What about that for a shot? Denman hit hard, still went forward a few metres. Clark. This is a game of the highest quality. We've gone up a notch, actually a few notches. Semi-finals of the NRLW. Two quality teams putting on a show. Knights in control, but Brisbane within 2 converted tries. Strong hit.
That's a good one-on-one tackle.
Destiny Brill. 4 origins for Destiny Brill, still only 20 years of age. Strange. Can't get away from Brigginshaw and Suzolka. Davison. Last play here for the Knights. 10 minutes remaining. Southwell with a kick. Werner. Juggle has got to her, but managed to reel it in. Replacing Ash Werner, just heard in the effects mic saying Ash Werner is off. That means Lauren Dam will be coming onto the field.
Yeah, I was going to say they're only carrying the one outside back in Lauren Dam. You can see her making her way out to that right edge. Oh, and the offload.
And an offload as well. Broughton. It is not for the faint of heart.
Not when Caitlin Johnson's in there.
I was about to say the same thing. Oh, she's giving away a penalty here.
Broughton with a quick tap though. And they're 20 away. Brigginshaw to Lafelle. Oh, another fend. Look at the leg drive.
This second stint for Lafelle has been fantastic.
Brill through a dummy. Now goes to Fongavini. And Jasmine will be tackled.
They're short on that
Westpac
left
red
edge.
zone. Look at the Broncos.
Sazolka, lovely ball. Lauren Dam with her first touch gets a try. There's an impact.
Well, what a finish we're going to have. Beautiful play to the right, the Broncos. Lovely pass on the end. The ball goes wide quickly. Harvey Norman replay. Really crisp. Gives the time to the outside backs, and then beautiful finish there from Dam. Just say first touch. Yep.
Well, just where that tackle was made under the posts, it was Yasmin Clydesdale. The back rower from that edge, and they were short immediately. And you just see Brigginshaw, she sizes it up, she takes the line on, doesn't dig in too deep, and then gives a nice pass out. Lauren Dam, like you said, first touch, nice points.
So Lauren Dam with the try did a really good job for Brisbane when Julia Robinson was out for that extended period with her hamstring injury. And now they haven't made it easy for Ali Brigginshaw. It is 4 tries apiece. And it remains a 6-point lead for Newcastle. Next Sunday night, exclusive, live and free on Nine's Wide World of Sports. The best 2 teams throughout 2023 contesting the NRL Grand Final. Penrith going for 3 in a row. Brisbane back in the Grand Final for the first time since 2015, looking for their first title since 2006.
This could be the best one we've seen in a long, long time. It's going to be a fast track. Good weather next Sunday. It's going to be, I can't wait for it. The Broncos are just so fast. Style of play, the offloads can worry teams, could worry Penrith. And then Penrith they're nowhere to win the big ones. And the form Nathan Cleary's in.
Here's Gray. Look at that, Brisbane with 4 of the last 5 tries. They'll threaten to be blown off the park, the Broncos, but we've got a big finish. You talk about the speed of the Broncos NRL side. Joey, talking to Reece Walsh during the week, and I was asking him about his pace, and he said, I don't think I'm that quick.
That's when you know you're fast.
Really?
He unplayed it.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Well, Reece, go and watch some clips of your play. Here we go. Talking about quick. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
You must have a funny TV at home.
Watching it on
Watching slow motion. Although when you got a front rower like Payne Haas, who makes a break and no one can catch him. Oh, what a grand final it's going to be.
Haas with Fisher Harris, 2 number 7s.
Oh, all the medals.
Yeah.
Flegler, Haas, Carrigan.
Yeah.
Fisher
Yo.
Harris, Leota, Yo. Oh, I can't wait for it. And they decide who wins the game, those 3 on either team.
Last play for the Knights. Southwell doesn't think about 1 point, kicks to the corner. Robinson's lost it. Parker has got it for the Knights. They can almost seal it here. Romanak going for the post. Driving defence from Brisbane. 5 minutes remaining. The Knights through Davison has got it. A try that could well send Newcastle into the NRLW Grand Final.
Well, the crowd up there are absolutely loving this. This display by their home side has been gutsy, it's been skillful, it's been quick. They've held the Broncos off. There's still 4.5 minutes left. But what they've done really well is whenever the Broncos have turned over possession, they have just capitalised on it. They've turned it into points as quickly as possible. And this play, this is just identifying some space and just putting her head down and going. And Tiana Davison, she only came on in the second half. She didn't play a minute in the first. And she's had some really, really good impact for the Knights.
And her first career NRLW try. What an important one it is.
It just charged over, and look at the crowd. That is so good to see, this crowd turning up for a standalone. Stand, there's more than 12,000, 13,000 people there, over. It must be such a buzz for the women's team.
12,689 is the crowd figure.
The wall room there to Jess.
And converts.
Of course, it's catch and keep. So all the balls that go into the crowd during the finals, you get to keep it. That's why it looks like there's, when we were looking at the pictures, seagulls on chips in the stands.
Coming up very soon, we've got the Roosters against the Titans. Both teams going through their warm-ups at Allianz Stadium. Jocelyn Kelleher on screen. You saw her, the number 7, having a terrific year for the Roosters. Look at these shots at McDonald Jones Stadium. Brisbane have got the short kickoff. Oh, Hannah Southwell.
Of course.
Rocking her former teammate. The Fele playing it. They're inside the 20. Lenaduzzi. The Newcastle
Good
chant.
offload.
Broughton, Gail Broughton is stopped a metre short of the line. Well, they'll have a pulse if they can score here, the Broncos. Last play. They need a result. Brigginshaw. It's like a pinball machine. That's play on for Ali Brigginshaw.
6 again.
Brigginshaw flicks it out the back. Teitzel, Romy Teitzel, lovely ball. Lauren Dam's in. Hang on a second.
Dam gets a double. This is a big kick. Last one before, Ali Brigginshaw didn't get the legs. Has to try to nail this kick. Harvey Norman replay, ball ricochets everywhere, and then watch the flick here from Ali. Beautiful ball on the outside. And Teitzel, she's an absolute gun. Look at that flick pass.
And all off of that short kickoff. Kicking it nice and high, contesting it into that wind. They came up with the goods. But Lauren Dam, this is their second or third touch, second try. Looks like it's being checked. It didn't look like there were any knock-ons by Brisbane, at least. Definitely spied one by the Knights.
Lauren Dam, 2 tries. Now, let's have a look. It's not official. I'll try confirmed. I'm about to say, hasn't officially gone back to the bunker. The try's just been confirmed. What a big kick this is. Brigginshaw, it's coming back and got it.
What?
Hang on. Brisbane a converted try away from sending us to extra time.
I thought she was no chance. From the last kick, it was 5-10 metres in, didn't get the length. But that one's nailed it. Oh no. Oxygen, please.
Well, hear the crowd lift for this next 2 minutes.
Brisbane take the kick off. Lafelle. Now Brigginshaw. Ali Brigginshaw shrugging away from defenders. Lenarduzzi. Great shot, Southwell.
Oh, that's one way to inspire your teammates. What a tackle.
Destiny Brill. 2 tackles left here for Brisbane. Denman. Brigginshaw. Sissoko. Knights defence, they're in numbers. The Broncos throw up a Hail Mary. Brigginshaw kicks. And Southwell, what a take. Great take, Jesse Southwell.
Yeah, she owns the big moments. That was a big moment in the game.
Gray wrapping up Upton. Now Parker. 45 seconds remaining. They've just got to complete this set of 6 tonight.
That's a run.
Caitlin Johnston.
Look at that.
Chewing up precious metres and seconds. And getting a penalty.
She's in front.
And a great game. The Knights 18-0 up at one stage.
18-0, yeah. It's 5 tries apiece.
Let's go, Lydia.
And this will be the last play of the game.
Look, the game's won. Look at Caitlin Johnson just charging.
Oh, brilliant stuff from the Knights. What a game of football. And they will defend their title on grand final day. The Knights are through to the decider. Jubilation in the Hunter. Stand up and cheer for your football team, Newcastle. A champion side off to a core stadium. Full time, the Knights 30 have defeated the Broncos 24.